in the room to talk to us today. Welcome to Power, everybody. Let me hear you in the building. Where are my table bangers at? Let me see you. Welcome to Power, presenting opportunities where everyone rises. You are in the building. Today is October the 16th. It is 12:30, and we are ready to rock on Facebook and YouTube. Look in that camera back there and wave to everybody who didn't make it in the building. Let me tell you something. This was the wrong day to stay home because we have Northwestern in the building today. Come on, let's clap it up for Northwestern. Your lunch was provided by Northwestern Medicine, U Chicago Hospital, the Joyce Foundation, United Way Metro, and Bright Star Community Outreach. If you enjoyed your lunch, clap it together for all of us. Yeah. I see my executive director in the building today, and I know it's a little tedious, but if she can work her way this way, we want to hear from her right now. Lucretia Kindred is in the building. My gosh, she looks good. Y'all clap it up for my executive director, Mrs. Lucretia Kindred. Clap it up one more time. Hey, Lucretia. They got me started already. I'm up here yelling already.
Listen, Joni, it's always a good time when you up here.
Oh, my goodness.
How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. How's the chicken? Is it good? Do I need to get some? All right. I'm with you. Well, thank you for coming out. As you can see, we are still in overflow from last night's event. If you missed Think Pink, you missed a great time.
Yes.
So we are celebrating cancer survivors this month, breast cancer survivors. Any survivors in the building? All right, let's give it up for the survivors.
Awesome.
So we are truly excited. We're celebrating today. We have a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
So please watch your emails. There's a lot going on. I don't know if we want to talk about it later.
No, I think we should talk about it right now because you know what? That's why we changed our power dates to the first and third Wednesdays, because we have so many other initiatives going on. What we got going on this quarter?
It's back-to-back for us when it comes to the end of the year. October, November, December.
Wow.
We are with you all the way through the end. So this month, we start with our Harvest Fest. How many people have been to Harvest Fest before? Okay, that's all right. I need more hands in the room.
Maybe they don't know what you're saying.
So
what is
Harvest Fest is a safe space and place that we provide for our youth and families to come on October 31st.
Yes.
So our kids don't have to go door to door to get candy and to have fun and get prizes. They can come right here.
That's right.
We'll be right across the street at Turn, so they can come. We'll have games. We'll have gaming trucks.
Yep.
We'll have candy. We'll have coats. So it is a big event, okay? Last year we had about 800 families that came through this event. So register and get your place early, okay?
Yes, that's a good idea. And I think somebody tried to register today. I got to go on and check. But we may be at capacity already. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
But they were not able to get in. But I'm going to check it out, and I'll get back to them.
So we need you to go ahead and register if you can. And we have it broken down by the hour. So maybe the time they were trying to get was booked. So we are going to be there from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Because we have so many families. Everybody has to register for an hour of time.
Gotcha.
Okay? So if it's 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, or 7 to 8. So pick your time. If you can't get a time, try a different time. Okay?
You know what? That could have been why. And that is a good solution.
Yes.
Because we have I think last year, how many did we have? Like 800 people.
Mm-hmm.
And they were here for the whole 4 hours, so we broke it down so that we can service everybody to make sure everybody gets the same opportunity to get candy and whatever else is going on, play games.
And remember, I don't know, for those who joined us last year, we had the money machine.
Oh, yeah.
So that was really crazy. That's coming back this
year.
It's coming back.
The money machine is coming back.
You can get all you can grab.
You know what? Yeah, tell them about that money machine. I thought that was cool.
So we did a raffle. If we pick your number, you get to go inside of the money machine, and we turn the money machine on. If you've ever seen these at other events, It blows the money around you, and you have the opportunity to grab as much as you possibly can. And what you grab, you walk away with.
You keep it. Man, that right there, that's what I'm saying. What else do we have going on? Now, that's for Harvest Fest. What
That's
else do we
Harvest
have?
Fest. So in November, what do we usually celebrate in November? Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So it's a time to be with your family, to be with your friends, and we want to help provide dinner for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So you can register to get your turkeys right here with us. Okay?
Wow.
So make sure you watch your emails. We gave away 550 turkeys this year, and we have expanded that goal for this time.
Oh, so it's going to be even more.
Even more. Even more.
Oh, wow. So all they have to do, when they see it hit our website, just click
register.
on and register. That's it.
That's it.
That's nothing to do.
Nothing at all.
And then what else do we have going on?
And then last but not least, what happens in December? Christmas. It's the holiday season. So we help to give toys to families right here in our community. So we're going to be doing that again. And the only thing that you have to do to be able to access those toys is to register. So we want you to go online, watch our website, watch the different registrations, and you have to register separately for each event.
Yes.
So if you register for Harvest Fest, that does not count for the toy drive. So you need to make sure that you register for each event so we can prepare and have enough to serve the families in need.
And that's the purpose of registration, to make
Absolutely.
sure we have what we need for each person. And that's why we ask you for everything to register, even for P.O.W.E.R, because if you didn't register, there wouldn't be enough for everybody. That's why we ask you to do it. It may be tedious to you at the moment, but believe me, we need you to register so we can make sure we have everything for everybody. You're beautiful people. Anything else, Lucretia?
You know, there's always something going on.
Let's talk about it. What else you
Listen,
got?
always watch your emails. There's always events. You never know what may be popping up. We're constantly having conversations with people that just want to be a blessing to us.
Yes.
So it is important that you watch your emails, because we can instantly pop up and say we got to give away or get rid of, or we're going to be someplace special sharing important information. So always watch your emails.
Yeah, and I believe we have so many resources to give away is because the community trusts us.
Absolutely.
Our stakeholders trust us, our partners trust us, and they know that when they give to us, we keep it moving. We don't hoard it, we keep it moving. And that's why we are so blessed.
Yes.
Because our hands are always open to give, so they always have something to give.
All right, that's all I got. I'm going to keep an eye on the door.
Oh,
You know.
oh, don't tell me.
I know. I gotta
Is he
watch.
here? Is he
You know,
here?
I don't know.
Oh, Lord, he might be here today, Lil. All right.
Thanks, Joni.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Come on, give it up
All
for
right.
Lucretia Kindred. Oh, it's so good to have good leadership. I said it's good to have good leadership. You don't mind following if you know where the leader is going. And you trust the leader even when you can't see where they're going. We trust her. We trust Pastor Chris Harris, and that's why we are building and growing so much, because we have great leadership. One more time for Lucretia Kindred and to our Pastor Harris, Pastor Chris Harris. We appreciate the both of them. Listen, we have a lot of things going on today. Again, we have vaccines for you. If you need your flu vaccine, please stop over to the table and get the information you need to be vaccinated today for the flu vaccine. You don't have to need it. What you need is already in the room. All right, we have Northwestern Medicine also here talking about Parkinson's disease. If we have a commercial queued up, we can go to the commercial, and then when we come back, I'll introduce our guest, and we'll take it from there. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Heart of Change, right here in Greater Bronzeville. At Bright Star Community Outreach, we're not just talking about making a difference, we're doing it. Through our Greater Bronzeville Community Action Plan, we've united over 70 organizations, all driven by a common goal: to uplift and transform our community. And we're just getting started. Here's what we've accomplished together. We're delivering life-changing programs for youth and families,
ensuring that every child in Bronzeville has the opportunity to succeed. We're fighting for education equity because every student deserves access to quality education no matter their background. We're building resilience in those affected by trauma and violence, giving them strength to overcome and thrive. And we're opening doors to employment, helping residents find good jobs and build brighter futures. But that's not all. Through our strategic partnerships, we've already provided $624,000 in financial support to 12 incredible organizations. In our first round of funding, 7 organizations received $208,000 to empower parents and engage them at the school level. And we didn't stop there. Our second round of funding brought $416,000 to support in-school programs that focus on mentoring and trauma-related services. Now come on, y'all, who you know doing that? We're looking to the future with hope, collaboration, and commitment to making Greater Bronzeville a more livable, vibrant, and thriving community for all. We're expanding our outreach, bringing in even more partners into the fold, and seeking additional resources to enhance our impact. Together, we're tackling critical issues like mental health, economic development, and education, ensuring our programs stay relevant and effective. This is just the beginning, and we're excited to have you with us on this journey. Together, let's make lasting improvements in Greater Bronzeville and beyond.
Outreach's Education Department, can you clap it up for stronger communities? We're starting right here. All right, we got Northwestern Medicine in the house. We have Ms. Karen Williams. She is a senior clinical research associate at Northwestern University, Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorder Center. That is recognized by the Parkinson Foundation, Huntington's Disease, and Wilson's Foundation as a center of excellence. I love that. She has been the Parkinson Center. She's been there for 20 years. She has been in the clinical research arena her entire career and has managed, coordinated, and monitored many clinical trials in both academia and pharma. She serves on several research committees within Northwestern Medicine, as well as with the Michael J. Fox Foundation and the Parkinson's Foundation, and many outside organizations providing education, training, and mentoring. She was also involved with the development of the Chicago Movement Coalition. The Chicago Movement Coalition, the CMC, is an alliance of community and academic partners that was established in 2019 to be a resource and advocate for members. Hello? 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 Not while I'm talking, though. We're going to listen to you, but we got to hear who we about to hear. So we ask that you just show a little bit more kindness and respect to those around you. All right? The CMC in 2019 to be a resource and advocate for members of the Chicagoland community who are underrepresented in the area of Parkinson's disease care. The main goal of the CMC is to empower community members by developing and sustaining educational initiatives about Parkinson's disease care and research opportunities. Her main goal is to empower the Parkinson's disease community and those affected by it by providing up-to-date educational information about Parkinson's disease and the available research opportunities to help PD patients and their loved ones lead a better life. Ladies and gentlemen, Power family, let us welcome Karen Williams from Northwestern Medicine. Come on up, Karen. Turn that music up and let's get Karen some dancing music. I see you, Karen. Clap it up one more time. Karen, how you doing? Come on up here. Clap it up for Karen Williams one more time, Northwestern Medicine. Gonna hold that mic right up to your mouth. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You know what? I love your energy. I'm so glad that you're here. Talk to the people about. Just say hi to our Power family.
Hi. First of all, I want to thank Bright Star for giving me this opportunity. I am so excited, and I am overwhelmed with the attendance here, because you know what they say about our groups, right? Not I'm talking about the black people.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So I am so impressed, so excited, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to share some good information for you that you can take not only within here, but outside the community as well.
I love that. Clap it up one more time, Karen. Karen Williams. Karen, how many, all right, so Parkinson's disease, that's kind of like something, it's not something we hear too much about.
Right. Let me tell you the story of how I got into doing the community programs. I started at Northwestern 20 years ago.
Wow.
And I have been in clinical research all, as she said, my adult career. Mm-hmm. I worked in cancer, worked in pharmaceutical companies in Sweden, and worked with the FDA. So I had a very good background on clinical research. So when I started with the Parkinson Center, I was in the room with the doctor. She was examining a patient. Then she said, you have Parkinson's disease. And wow. I was so shocked. I looked, and I didn't say anything. So when the patient left, I said, Dr. Simoni, you didn't do any testing. You didn't do anything. How do you know he had Parkinson's disease? She said, Karen, it's a clinical diagnosis. There is no testing to say that is Parkinson's disease. And I was so shocked. And I started thinking back into my childhood. I had relatives that used to shake. And then I thought, I'm like, oh, Aunt Josephine probably had Parkinson's. And our relatives, as you know how they are, say, oh, they just got the shakes. Or they on that stuff. And I'm saying stuff because we in church. And I won't say the real word. They say they on that stuff. And I'm like, so I got really excited about teaching and learning. I'm like, well, I need to educate our people about this.
I love it.
I'm like, this is something we need to know. And then as time went on, one of my good friends from church, she would take the train with me, and I started seeing differences in her. And she said, oh, they say I have MS. And I'm like, I'm not a doctor. Let me be clear. Those are symptoms and signs of Parkinson's disease. If you need to see a doctor, let me know. I have connections, and I'll get you in at Northwestern. Sure enough, she came in. She had Parkinson's disease. Now she is on medication, walking good, looking good, and just phenomenal. Awesome. And so with that, it's like I'm very passionate of reaching out, educating, talking to people, and making sure you have the right information. Because as I grew up, I tell the people that work there younger than me, we grew up with the saying, if you know better, you do better. So that is my mission.
That's awesome. So what is it? Can you tell us what it is?
So Parkinson's disease there are 3 symptoms or signs of Parkinson's disease. That's slowness, stiffness, and a tremor. But when I ask people about that, what also are those signs of? Aging, getting old. So we think we are getting old when we are slow, when we are stiff, and when we're shaking. But that is not always true. Wow. So what happens when those symptoms start getting worse? You get slower, you get stiffer, you fall. So that's why it's so important to go to what we call a movement disorder specialist. They are neurologists.
Okay.
You know?
Movement disorder specialists.
They are neurologists specializing in Parkinson's disease. So Parkinson's disease is a neurologic condition, as you know, and then because there's no actual test to show that that is Parkinson's, there is now what we call a DAT scan, DATSCAN, and it shows the dopamine in the brain. And the dopamine in the brain controls your movements. So now with the DAT scan, they order that, they look at it. If the DAT scan has a period, then they say, oh, something wrong, because the dopamine should look like a comma. So that means the dopamine is depleting, and that's why the patient is getting worse, slower, stiffer, and sometimes, and it affects people differently. All PD patients are not the same. Sometimes you can be 5 years without having medication, without doing anything. But there are a lot of different stages. And now we're seeing patients early onset Parkinson's at 35.
Wow. No, okay. All right. So you said you get slower, you get stiff. What was the third thing? And you get shakes, tremors. What causes all this to happen?
We don't know.
Don't know.
And that's why we're looking at it. There have been issues or topics out there that say it could be environmental or it could be genetic. We don't know. And with that being said, if you know someone with Parkinson's disease or if you have it, there is a study going that's funded by the Parkinson's Foundation called P.O.W.E.R. It's a genetic study looking specifically at the Parkinson's mutation, meaning looking at the genes for Parkinson's to see if you have a gene that causes Parkinson's or if you want to know that you can share this with your family.
Wow.
This is being done at Northwestern. It is free. So I just want everybody to know it's free. You come in, you see the doctor, you get a blood test, and they send the results out. We get the results back. You have an official genetic counseling session to tell you what your results show and what it means. And I think this is good for everyone to have because it's free. And if you know anything about genetic counseling or genetic testing, if you go to the hospital for that or anything, it costs $20,000.
Say what?
For genetic testing is in the range of somewhere around $20,000.
And you're saying Northwestern would offer that for free?
If you have Parkinson's disease,
okay.
You can make an appointment. You can call. We have a number you can call. The coordinator will make sure, and I will make sure you get seen in a timely fashion. And you will get set up with an official genetic counselor to say, and they are really boosting this in the African American community.
Yeah.
So when this is all done and you come to table, there's a book that you will see that a group of black leaders, myself, doctors, patients, and advocates have put together what we call a SIG group. Special interest group of educating and doing across the United States called for PD.
Oh, clap it up. Come on. Now, is this a study?
The P.O.W.E.R study is a study that we are doing, and it's funded by the Parkinson's Foundation. So it's a one-time deal. You come in, get a blood test, and even if you don't want to come in to have the actual blood test, they have gotten so innovative now that there's a kit that's called Tassel Kit. You'll put it on your arm, the blood will drop into the tube, and you mail it out. And then the results come back to Northwestern.
Wow.
We'll call you and say, Mrs. Jones, we have your genetic testing. We want to schedule you with a genetic counselor. So you will be scheduled with a counselor to tell. In addition to that, in regards to Parkinson's disease, we're learning from a study that I've been doing for about 13 years, is that people who, when you take Parkinson's disease patients' medical history, They say, oh, I've lost my sense of smell, maybe 10, 15. This is before COVID. So we're looking at that and saying, really? So now the Michael J. Fox Foundation is investing in a study where we call it the smell test. It's called Your Nose Knows. So you don't have to have Parkinson's disease. There, you'll see a flyer there. You can scan it, fill out the form. You'll get a smell test kit. It's a little scratch off. You answer what it smells like on those columns, mail it back in, and if you are told that you failed the smell test or your results are low, you will come into Northwestern, see the Parkinson's disease doctor, myself or one of the research coordinators, and we will follow you over time. You will not get a treatment. You'll just get blood tests. You'll get diagnostic testing of the brain, which is all free. In addition, they will cover your expenses for parking, traveling, or even give you a compensation amount for participating in the study. I know that's right.
I love that. Listen, so all we have to do is go over and scan the QR.
Yes.
That's where it starts.
Take the actual sheet, take the sheet, the QR code is on there. You do it. They'll send out all the information to you. Then they'll let us know, say, hey, there are 4 patients that came through that we want you to see. Wow. We will see you.
Okay, so now that I feel like that I had it, I've had these tremors, and I'm slower and I'm stiff, and I do what you're asking me to do. I go and get the testing, and I come to see you. Is it treatable?
Parkinson's disease is treatable. There are different stages of Parkinson's disease.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll give you medication that'll help with your walking. You get better. Or it helps with the tremor. And sometimes, everyone is dependent on their diseases. No one's the same. Just like as you see Michael J. Fox, he's like doing all of this. That means he has been on medication so long for Parkinson's disease, he's become what they call dyskinetic, meaning he has dyskinesias. And normally that means the medication wears off quicker than it used to. So that means he has to take it often. More often. So when you're with Parkinson's disease, the doctor will look and give you medication if you need it, and see you when you come back in 6 months, say, how often are you taking your meds? Oh, I take it in the morning and then in the evening. He may say, or she say, we may need to increase it to 3 times a day. And then sometimes as the disease progresses and it gets worse, patients' tremor stuff gets really bad, they do what they call deep brain stimulation. They put an electrode into your brain. They go in, and it's done by neurosurgery, not the actual doctor. So surgeons do this. And it's a little battery-operated pouch that you control it, and patients, you wouldn't even know they had Parkinson's disease. Wow. So there are different treatments for different stages of Parkinson's disease, but we're able to evaluate and look, and there's research programs out there for those conditions as well.
I love that. I love that. Because as you go on and as it progresses, as the disease itself progresses, and as time goes on and we learn more, there are more studies that we can be involved in.
Exactly. And I know everyone gets nervous about, like, I go out and we have this one study, and I say, well, you have to go into the MRI machine or that. Oh, I'm scared. And the number one people say at our church people, where we're supposed to have more faith than fear, right? And then the second thing I said, okay, well, how many of you go through a car wash? You go take your car through a car wash, all those things, flaps all over you. You don't know if you're going to come out alive or not. And there's a 16-year-old boy handling the control. But you don't want to come to a hospital where it's a medical doctor and medical techs that are certified and have liability insurance. If they don't do right, you know what you can do. But we don't do that. So I go out and stress the importance of participating in clinical research.
Yeah.
You don't get a drug approved until it has been researched. And what you're hearing now, and you're hearing not just only in Parkinson's disease, but any disease, now they're stressing that they need to find out if these drugs work in the underrepresented population. Do they work in the black folks? Do they work in the Hispanics? Do they work in the Asians? So there's a big boom and a boost of enrolling participants underrepresented into clinical research so that we know. And I always tell everybody, you take Pepto-Bismol, but you don't know if it's Pepto-Bismol just because it's pink. You take a leaf, and just because it say a leaf, you don't know what's in there.
You got a
so
point.
don't be afraid to, if you're presented with a study, or to ask. And there's a lot of information out there of what questions you should ask. Be very an advocate for yourselves. Like, what does this drug do? How long will I be on it? And just an FYI, anytime you're on a clinical research study, the investigator, that's what they're called, the nurse or the coordinator, you will sign a consent form. You'll have time to read it. In that consent form, it says you can stop the drug or the program at any time, and it will not affect your medical care. So just make sure you know that. Ask questions. Be an advocate for yourself as well. Like, what will happen? What will I do after this? What will my symptoms be like? So those are things that I go out and educate people about as well.
I have really appreciated you being here. This is my last question. What about, yeah, Destiny, that's right. That's right. What about the caregiver? How can this person help the person who has been diagnosed with
And I
Parkinson's
tell
disease?
everyone, I don't like that word caregiver, so just be patient with me.
All right,
what
you want to call them today?
Care partner.
Care
Because
partner. I love
you're
that.
my care partner.
I love it.
You're not giving me. You're my care partner.
All right.
So I always change it
I love
around
it.
on my information.
Okay.
I call it my care partner. And I think care partners need more help than the patients do. And we are in the process in Parkinson's disease at Northwestern writing a grant where we be able to get funding to provide programs and information for care partners. They need help because, I don't know, a lot of you are all female here, but you know if you have any of those men at home, they don't listen. They hard to tell what to do. They won't do what you tell them to do. And it causes a lot of stress. And that's why I'd say when they look at the statistics for care partners for females, or why females don't participate in research, we have to take care of everyone. And we can't take care of ourselves because we're taking care of everyone. So we're really, as a care partner, if you are one, really be an advocate for yourself as well as for your thing. Ask your doctors, ask the social worker. They are there to help you. And Northwestern, and I'm sure all the other hospitals across, have social workers that specialize in Parkinson's disease or any other medical condition. And there are programs out there. Like I said, I'm working with the Jeffrey Ballet to start a program for our care partners so that they can have a way to like have fun and get something out. So I'm working with them to try to get a program where it will be free. But I got to work on that.
All right.
You know, nothing is free.
I think you're going to get it done. You seem like that type of person going to get it done.
Yeah, she already knows me. So we are, the care partners, we are taking we're listening. And Northwestern is putting together what we call a patient advocacy group. And it will consist of a care partner, patient, any other person or that's interested. And my focus, in addition to all the other focuses I have, I am really interested in educating the young adults, the young people, because that's our future.
Yes.
They need to know about the medical diseases that are happening. And in the Black community, a lot of our children take care of the adults.
Yes.
And take care. So that's a major goal of mine as well, educating the youth on clinical research so they know how drugs are approved. Why is it important to participate in research? So they can share this information as well.
I love it. Now, you brought a lot of stuff. Your table is loaded down back there, and I know they are going to come to the table and have 100 questions for you, and I'm so glad that you came. What would you like for us to remember as we leave this place today? What would you like for us to...
My main point is that Parkinson's can affect anyone and everyone. You know, it's not just a white folks' disease, white man's disease. Everybody associated it with Michael J. Fox or somebody. Yeah. Everyone can have it. Seek the best care. Get information. But the number one thing I want to say is get information. Learn. Ask questions. Be an advocate.
Did y'all enjoy that? Can we act like we enjoyed it and put our hands together for Karen Williams? Karen, come on, we're going to give you a power applause. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you all
We thank you.
I enjoy it.
All right, now you can go see Karen at this table over here. She has resources for us. And if you need anything for yourself or for your family, you don't have to need it because she has it back there. She mentioned that she had a book back there. There's not a lot of them, so please, when you get up and you go over there, make sure that you see what she has to offer. We have some more stuff coming up for you. We have Asia. I want Asia to come up. She is going to introduce herself. We have another program. Somebody took the mic, but that's all right. She could borrow this one.
I'm up in here. I'm up in here. Don't even try. They try. Power. Where power at? Where's power at? Where's power at? Asia, get on out the way. Joni, come. Power, make some noise up in here.
Lucretia, help.
Okay, which section is the baddest power section? All right. I'm going to act like Moses right now. I'm going to split it down this way. Everybody over this way. Is this the most powerful section? I don't know. All right. I'm coming on this side. Is this the most powerful section?
I think it's over here.
Oh, my God. All right. I'm going to give y'all another chance because y'all wasn't ready. Here come Lucretia, y'all. Here come Lucretia.
I'm going home. Here, Lucretia.
Lucretia, I just got one question. I just want to know one thing. Executive Director.
Nope.
Yeah, don't let me down. Because she going to kick me out and say, is this the most powerful section? That's good. I want to tell y'all something. Word on the street. There's a rumor on the street that they think they better than y'all. They think they louder than y'all. They think they can party better than y'all. Is this the most powerful section? Every powerful section in here, make some noise. Let me hear all y'all. Everybody clap like this. Clap, 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 clap. Come on. Y'all clap better than that. Everybody clap like this. Clap, clap, clap. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. In the back, I don't hear y'all. Come on. Everybody clap like this. Clap, clap, clap. Y'all know house music in here. I can die. But y'all make some noise for Northwestern Medicine, y'all. Come on. Y'all stay seated. Stay seated. Listen. Y'all know that Bring the music down just a hair. Now, today, y'all know I preach and teach about this man named Jesus all the time on Sundays. And, you know, when he died on the cross, this is what I be saying on Sunday. Not in power, but this is what I say on Sunday. When he died on the cross, Jesus was like, he was hanging between two thieves. And today, I'm more like Jesus than I ever been.
No.
I'm between two thieves today. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because of this Wednesday and every other Wednesday, they done stole y'all heart. Come on, talk to me up in here. Come on. Aren't these some good thieves up in here? They didn't just steal y'all heart.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall
see, I'm trying to put that butter on them so I can give some money away. See, you know, if you want to do something, you got to be nice. You know, put that butter on them. And I'm just saying, haven't Lucretia stole y'all heart? Isn't she the best executive director? I need to hear y'all a little louder in that. And the hostess with the mostest, haven't Joni stole y'all heart? And let me tell you, you would not be able to be here, see this, hear this, all y'all that are watching online, without the entire Bright Star Community Outreach team and our media team. Haven't they stole y'all hearts? Come on now. And who did the cooking today? Who provided the food today? Who was it? Was it Palmer? Palmer did the food today. So I want y'all to make some noise for Miss Palmer, who always provides the food. Now, I taught her everything she know. So all the cooking, I just lied in church. My bad. So I want y'all to do me a favor. Y'all, please, one more time, give it up for Northwestern Medicine. Who else, and Lucretia, who else funds these programs? Who else?
The Joyce Foundation.
Y'all give it up for the Joyce Foundation. Who else?
The hospital.
University of Chicago Medicine. I need y'all to clap better than that. Come on now. And the United Way of Metropolitan Chicago. Come on. And last but not least, Bright Star Community Outreach. And I want to say to everybody that is watching online, you are not on the scene, but you are watching on the screen. And I want to say thank you. Now, I'm getting ready to go.
Yes.
See, they.
Thank you for coming. This is great. Aren't we so glad for our